Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Driver's Apex, and in today's video we're going to replace the leak detection pump on the E46 M3. Like many of you, I didn't know what a leak detection pump was, so a little bit of Googling and to determine what it was, and it essentially looks for evap leaks in the system. Now, you're going to get a check engine light, and if you scan that code, you'll get a P2402 code, and that signifies that you need to replace this pump. Now, if you've got a new E46 M3, right, a lot of you are out there searching on Bring a Trailer and other websites for an M3, and you have a check engine light with a P2402, you're going to fail in mission. So let me show you how to replace this pump, what the revised unit looks like. So follow along. Before we get started, I know for a fact you're going to need something like this, and make sure there's a T20, for which there is. Make sure you've got your sockets. So here, I know I need an 8. You might need a 10 or a 12, so just make sure I have those, and of course, your pump and grommet, yes. And then of course, don't forget your jack. So let's get started. All right, so if you watched my, well, I don't know, actually, I don't think I've posted it yet, but there's a little, like, V kind of brace of sorts, and there's a little spot that you can put a jack, and that's where I lift from. Just want to make sure that I lift in the right spot. Well, you'll see it. There's like a little lift spot right there. And then what I like to do, and I learned this from a really awesome tech, is a hockey puck. So I have a hockey puck on the jack. That will protect everything. Just lift a little bit more. And then we're going to want to chock the front as well. I don't need a runaway in 3. So I have 2. Those we might have to do by hand. No, I don't like dirt in my eyeballs. We might do as well. Get these removed. So these are the other ones I was talking about. I find it easier just using impact for those. And then there's one there, like one here, one there. I'll pop these off and see. There's probably one over here, isn't there, somewhere? Nope, that one's already off. It didn't even have a screw on it. So this should pop off. Yep, it's popping off. Voila. Aha. Look at that. One of the first things, or most important things, is just disconnect stuff. We don't want to do anything first until we disconnect. Okay, that's disconnected. And that's where our T20s are going to go right there. And you'll see I've got this tiny little T20 adapter set up, because you're not going to fit a socket wrench. I mean, you could, but $10 or whatever. Not too bad. Oh, there we go. Cool. We can just push that to the side. All right. So this, it's going to go just like that. And I imagine this grommet probably goes in like that. Let's begin removing these screws. These are 220s. Oh yeah, that's nice. That grommet actually looks pretty good, but what I'll do is I'm still going to take it off, and I'll just keep it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's match up the other one. Oh yeah, I said I was going to start these screws. Let's just start them so that it's a little bit easier. Oh yeah, I can see actually that's a good idea. So I recommend doing that. Probably one of the quickest jobs I've had, and I like it. That is for darn sure. Oh yeah. I would say start these screws ahead of time. Just because it's a little tight back here. And if you're not trying to damage the heat shielding, I say start them ahead of time. Yeah, see, I was able to hand start that because I tapped it already. So I think tapping it is the way to go. Just so it doesn't slip. And you definitely don't want to strip any of these. I wouldn't want to strip one. And then orientation's really important. There's a little slot there and it should catch. Yep, perfect. There we go. Alright guys, so I hope you liked this video. I think it probably took about 30 minutes. Now in the YouTube world, right, with filming and stuff, it's probably more like an hour and a half, something like that. But it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. If you look at this part here, it says Bosch. And of course, right down there, very faintly, it says BMW. Buy the Bosch part, save yourself $150. Go through FCP so that when your $50 part does go bad, and apparently these do go bad often, you can swap it, get a new one, and reinstall it, right? Because it only takes about 30 minutes. So hope you like this video. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more content coming. And as always, if you have any comments, drop them in the comment section.